Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of my Bug Fables playthrough. In the last episode we completed yet more side quests, including find the ingredients from the Wizard's Tower, and we now have learnt Frost Relay, which is the most powerful move in the whole game in my opinion. In this episode we should hopefully finish up the last of the side quests that we still have, but it's still going to be a while before we continue on with Chapter 6. First of all, I've gone to the Termite Kingdom because I've saved every single quest I need from the Termite Kingdom up to the very end, so I can just go and do them all at once. Hey, you took my request, didn't you? Indeed. What seems to be troubling you? I haven't been able to sleep well for a while, and it's starting to affect my work performance. But I cannot stop. I must work, or else. Jeez, you gotta learn to take it slow, dude. I can't. I must. Look. Maybe we can deal with your sleep issues first. Any clues on what it could be? Yes, I have heard that if you mix something that can cause sleep with flour, it can make a special recipe that allows anyone to sleep well. I love sweets, so maybe you can get one of those for me? It is worth a try. We will come back if we find anything. Well, drowsy cake? Yes. But wait. What if I eat one of those and I oversleep? Look, it's what you wanted. You can't just ask for more stuff in the same job. But I cannot miss work. Wait, I know. I heard there is a way to make some shocking candy with electric stuff and flour. Are you sure that's safe to consume? Leaf, we've literally consumed it before in this playthrough. Well, that might be on my practice file. If I eat both this cake and the shocking thing, maybe. I'll be able to sleep for 1 second and be shocked awake right after. That doesn't make any sense. We'll see what we can do about that. Please wait a little more. Seriously? Ah, that looks good. I will try this right when I go to bed. So, will you give us the reward or not? Yes, thanks. It's not much, but it might help you. TP plus medal. I hope my work efficiency improves after this. Maybe I'll finally get that promotion. Heavens, we hope they don't promote you into more work. I'm so worried. Yeah, so that one was nice and easy. Not here. There's 2 more quests in here that I wish to pick up. Oh yes, you're one of them. Hiya, you're Lena, right? Huh? Who are you? We're Team Snakemouth. We've come to aid in your request. Really? I didn't expect anyone to take notice of it so quickly. Thank you. You lost your pet, right? It's close to home. We'll get it back to you. Nero doesn't trust others. If you find him, he will flee quite quickly. So I'll go with you. Without making sure he's safe, I can't go home on good conscience. Are you sure of this? The Forsaken Lands are quite dangerous. It's the only way. I know I'm asking a lot, but it'll be fine. Nothing we can't handle. Thank you, once again. Is there any place Nero likes to run off to? Well, south of the pumpkin patch, there's a place Nero really likes. Do you know where that is? Yeah, we went across it while coming here. Shall we depart? Let's go. Leaf, you're lying. We haven't been there yet. Anyways, we're going to talk to this guy next because he's part of another quest we have. Excuse us. We heard you have the blackest paint. We're interested in that. I have no business with you. Scram, if you know what's better for you. Eep! But, we need the paint!
Let's leave him alone, team.
We need the paint, Caboo.
I know, but it doesn't seem like we can get it now. Let's ask Ataya what to do and come back later.
Or Artia, not Ataya. And lastly, you're the Ant Kingdom explorers that beat the Colosseum.
Yes, we saw your request. Your brother left without lunch?
He's always rushing, and then faints from exhaustion in the wilderness. I can't deliver today, it's too busy. I'll pay a pretty berry if you take this to him. Alright, where's his post? Today he was supposed to patrol around the broken bridges in the Forsaken Lands. Just walk west from where the weevils hang around. He should have made it before fainting. He's strong, but please hurry. This smells pretty good. Wow. He's annoying, but I do love him. It's my super nutritious survival box.
Leave it to us.
And that's the last quest that we need for here now. So there's a very high chance that this episode would be a bit longer because I want to try and squeeze everything I can into this, but I'm very happy with how well this day of recording has gone because I've done everything I've wanted to do today except from this episode, or except from what I'm doing in this episode, because I'll be all caught up with my practice file, which is perfect because I've recorded like 10 videos of this today, which means I've now got a bit of a backlog because I'm actually going to be working at my second job tomorrow. It's basically just a one-day thing. My second job, I don't really do that much. But anyway, the guy's right here. Ooh, so hungry. Oh, is that... Munch Munch. Oh, thank you. That saved me. So my brother sent you here, huh? When I get to work, I get so pumped out and forget to eat. Here, take this as thanks for saving me. Exact same medal we just got. In the last episode, that was anyways. Well, time to finish my patrol and head back home. See you out there. Oh. Whoops. Did not mean to fall off. In fact, that's now caused me a massive problem. And that didn't work. Well, the annoying thing is, because I fell off of there, which I didn't want to, I now have to use the ant compass to go back. Unless I fall off. No, it just puts me back here. Well, it looks like we're using the ant compass then. It's fine, we can just go straight back there. I would go back to the Bee Kingdom, but I'm just going to do jump cutting. Okay, the question is the other NPC with us? Yes, she is. She's magically appeared again. Okay, because the other NPC wants us to go down this way. But I just eliminated the other quest sooner while I could. Ugh. Don't really like those two enemies. Zasp can't even hit either of them because they're too bulky. And that's a new armor skill there, which has made it so that attack. I know that's a bit of a waste, but hear me out on this. I can just turn relay back to B anyways. dead this turn anyways. There's an item that I've missed, a medal, but I'll get that in a later episode. Probably on my Collectathon episode. There's a couple of items I still need to collect, but we're going to do those on a later episode. We should reach the area if we head south from here. I hope Nero is alright. Ooh, hello. Well, that didn't work. Again, don't know why these enemies have so good ice resistance. No, not enough. There we go. These snails are the only enemies around here actually giving me exploration points at the moment. And it dropped a squash. Cool. No, you stay away. Although the thing is, I'm just going to use the ant compass again to get back. Ooh. No. Okay. And there's me pressing the wrong button again. That's my staple in this. Well, I didn't want to get that one, but oh well. And if you think that these are the last of the side quests, unfortunately you would be wrong. There's still several more of them that we need to do, that we don't get until after completing Chapter 6.
Goodness, it's impossible to make out a path.
Yeah, this area is super foggy. Nero's got weird taste. Don't worry everyone, do you see those shrooms? They're shrooms, alright.
Magic!
I'm a firefly, silly. I glow. Seems it wasn't a waste to bring you with us. Bring me to the shrooms and I'll light up the way with hints. Hang in there, Nero. We're coming. Alright, so this bit can be a bit confusing to start with. I'm going to show you what happens when you go the wrong way. If you go the wrong way, well, this just happens. You get teleported back to the start. Now, the way you tell, if you look at the particles, you can see that they're glowing to the left here. So that means we go to the left, or west, rather. This one, they're glowing to the south. So that means we need to head south. When you get to the next one, it's a bit tricky to realise which way to go. But again, you can see that these particles are glowing or going to west. So we want to go this way. And then these ones are glowing north. We want to dig under here, otherwise we will actually end up going the wrong way. Or we did it anyways, never mind. I guess we don't dig under there. We'll try that again. So this way, and then this way. These are glowing to the west. These ones are glowing to the north. The glowing north game. I don't know what you want from me. They're clearly pointing that way. Now I'm getting baffled. Right, let's double check. Yes, they're definitely glowing to the west. So why does it keep teleporting me when I get to that other one? Yeah, and you can see that these are clearly glowing to the north. Whichever way we go over here, we get warped back. Oh, never mind. I guess I went too far east. Okay, and then these are glowing west. And there we go. Nero. Nebu. It's so cute. Team Snakemouth, thank you so much. Nero's my best friend. Nibu. What's that?
It seems to be holding some sort of glow shroom, although not like the ones that guided us.
Oh, Nero, you wandered off for this. Is that like a super rare shroom? Not really, but I need it for my family's coming of age tradition. Nebu. So helpful. It truly is the perfect pet. More than a pet, he's a real friend. Hehehe. Now I can continue my journey now, although I wouldn't mind staying in the Termite Kingdom a little longer. Really? I can't wait to be out of there. There's still a few more things for me to do and see before I go back home. I want to let everyone know how wonderful this place is. Right, Nero? Nebu. You're right. Just saying thanks isn't enough. So would you take this? Got another lore book. I found it while looking around, and its contents are most incredible. A book? Look,
Of course it's enough. We wish you luck on your journey.
We should be fine going back, so don't let us hold you back any longer. Make sure to say hi if you're back in the city. Goodbye, Nero. Stop doing that, Kabu. Books aren't worth anything.
Books are priceless, V. I'll have you know that.
Agreed. You could use a little bit more culture. If no one wants to buy it, it's worthless. Why do you think libraries rent them?
Let's get going. There's more to do.
Don't ignore me! We've actually got the majority of the books, but I believe there are still a couple that I've missed. I know there's some that I still can't even get yet. Right, the other thing in this area... A crudely made sign stands here. There are some really badly made scribbles on it. Please leave items in front of hole. Tanks. So basically here, you can place an item. I'm going to use a squash. Because I have enough of these now, so... And look at that. We've got a crystal berry. You need to give a certain number of items. Otherwise you can't get that crystal berry. The more valuable the item, the more it's worth. So you can see that this honey drop is barely worth anything. In fact, it's only worth 5 berries by the looks of it. I'm pretty sure this won't even be worth anything. Oh no, it was worth a fair bit. But basically you need to give an item that's somewhat valuable in order to get that crystal berry. Otherwise you're just not going to get it. So a squash works pretty well because they're fairly common here. And by then you should have loads. So I'll tell you what's going to happen now. I'm going to head back to the Bee Kingdom. And I'll meet you guys there to continue the last quest that we have. So see you guys in just a moment. Alright, we're back in the Bee Kingdom. So we're going to talk to Artie. Or whatever their name is. Found it yet, V? Yeah, he won't budge though. Sorry. Drat, I feared this would happen. Listen up. My boyfriend lives in the Ant Kingdom. Knows his way around certain groups. He'll know what to do.
Boyfriend's a pretty vague description.
We have similar tastes. You will know when you see him. Now go. Your pay is waiting. I'm charging extra for the double trip. Okay, I'm just going to meet you guys where the quote-unquote boyfriend is again. So I'll catch you guys in just a moment. In the shady place, this is their boyfriend. Hey, Reed. V, what do you want?
Are you Artia's boyfriend?
Yes, I am. What is that to you? Looking for trouble, Chubby? We are doing a request for her. She asked us to get the blackest paint, but the guy that has it doesn't want anything to do with us. I see. I know she wants the paint, but I really didn't want her to get involved with that guy. I may be a tough guy, but she is my soft spot. Wouldn't want to get her into trouble. But since you're going in her place, I suppose I could assist you. I used to know the guy, but we have had a falling out. So I couldn't get the paint from him anyway. He'd probably do something horrible to me if I went by myself, but he still owes me a favour from long ago. So here, give this to him. You got a shady note. A note from Reed to Tennant. You shouldn't read it if you know what's good for you. Don't you dare open that. It contains sensitive info. Info for his eyes only. Just give that to him and don't ask questions. He will give you the paint. You know, just saying that makes us even more curious. Leaf, don't, alright? Wouldn't want to never be able to sleep again, knowing something that could happen to us. Listen, just do this and everything will end without issues. I can trust you with that, can't I, V? Yeah, I know, Reed. Just leave it to me. Good.
This is so shady.
Back already? Ah, I see you defeated that nasty false monarch. May I have that crystal it dropped? Yes, this is a genuine deal. Here is your reward. You got a last stand medal. Increases an ally's defense by 2 when low on HP. And 50 berries. Nice doing business with you. Please find the other bounties and your reward will be waiting. And over here we have more badges. So this one is kind of It just basically changes every single action command to unbelievable. And over here we have a dark cherry cellar. Huh? That smell. You found some dark cherries, haven't you?
Well, yes. How did you?
Snort! Yes, I can feel their scent all over you. I have a lot of dark cherries with me, you see. I can smell them from miles away. So rare and valuable. Dear cherry lovers, I'll sell some of mine for 50 berries each. What? Can't you lower that a bit? Finding these cherries is no easy task, even for my expert nose. 50 berries, it's a steal. We did hear of some amazing recipes using them. Yuck. Please consider it, cherry lovers. It's an amazing deal. So yeah, that's how you get more dark cherries, which I was mistaken on. I thought you could only get them from dig spots. Anyways, I will meet you guys back in the Bee Kingdom. See you guys in just a moment once again. When I said Bee Kingdom, I meant the Termite Kingdom because I just need to deliver this first. So this is what I meant, not the Bee Kingdom. Ha! We got a response! Fine, here is the paint, but I do this favour for Reed, not for you. You got a can of blackest paint. A can full of the blackest paint ever made. You can't even see light reflecting on it. We no longer have any business between us. Leave. Gee, what a moody fellow.
We've got the paint, let's deliver it.
Right. Back to the Bee Kingdom once again. See you guys in just a moment once more. And here we are one last time, once again. Found it yet, V? Blackest paint. Ah, so that's the blackest, darkest paint. Yes, I can feel it. It's like I'm staring at a deep abyss. Hope it's worth the pay. Jewellery is for denizens own of the light. I have no need of it after having seen such darkness. Crystal berry. Seems like a fair trade. The brightest object for the darkest one. Hehehe. Soon, Juan's art reign will be over, and Artia's will begin. Yeah, I doubt that.
I'm just glad we didn't end up in trouble for this.
Right, so if we look at our quests, we'll see we only have Lost Book, the Peacock Spider, and Sweets for Outside. So I can do Sweets for Outside, so I'll go do that one real quick. I just need to pick up a nutty cake, which I have in my storage, so I'll meet you guys over at the fishing village, because that is the last quest that I need to do. So once again, catch you guys in just a moment. Right, we've arrived at the fishing village, and luckily this storage guy is here. So what we need is the nutty cake. You got the cake? The super nutty cake? Yay! Oi, what's that? What are you giving my sister? Chill out, it's just cake. Super yum cake. Cake?
You don't know what cake is?
No, not really. Preposterous. Here, try some. Whoa, incredible. Sweets are the best. Hee, thanks. I gotta share it with bro too. I'll have to go in the city and get some for father. Oh, here is something I found earlier. You can have it. Thanks. Can't wait until next time I eat it. Yummy. Right, I've done enough cutting this time. I'm just gonna show you one last thing and then should be able to call it an episode. Because again, I need to bring this over here, otherwise I'll run into a problem. Bring this over here, and then we'll just use the ant compass. Oh, I've got 2 lore books to drop off, actually. Let's go do that as well real quick. And I should be up now to 45 discoveries, at least. So let's go deal with those as well, because that gets me another crystal berry. This time you have 46 discoveries, last time you had found 43. Looks like you have enough for the next reward tier. Here you go. Crystal berry. That seems to be all for now. Come back once you've found more discoveries. And then we've got 2 more of these. A study of magic. Magic is uncommon and few bugs are able to use it. Some bees theorize that crystal exposure can grant you magic powers, but testing yearns no fruit. A legendary wizard that lived in these lands used to experiment with crystals to learn their magic properties, but he suddenly disappeared, and all knowledge of how crystals relate to magic disappeared with him. Rumours have said that he might be living in the far grasslands, but no traces of him have been located. That is the spider wizard that we've seen, by the way. And then the mother crystal. Deep underground below the Forsaken Lands, it is said a massive crystal resides. Said crystal might be linked to why Bulgaria is such a haven in this area. The ancient Roach texts suggest it fell from the heavens during the Day of Awakening, piercing the earth. They said the crystal's aura protects Bulgaria from the outside world's great perils. Some say that it is tied to the goddess Venus, the local deity of the Golden Settlement. Although personally, I would prefer not to speculate using local folklore. Further study is necessary, but the termites prohibit anyone from digging under the Forsaken Lands. Until relations between the kingdoms improve, reaching the crystal is currently impossible. Right, I believe there's only 7 more books, and I know that at least 3 of them I can't get at the moment. Okay, I'm not going to end the episode off now because there is one last thing that I want to show, and I'm going to show it in this episode because I want to do the second half of it in the next one, and I don't really want to do the first and second half in the same episode. But we need to go back in here once again, and I will just go buy the badges. I'll buy the B one. Oh, never mind, it's gone. I guess I'm buying front support. But over here we have the guy with the deck of cards. A challenge? Bring out your deck. Let us duel with honor. What?
What's a deck?
Tuh, have you come to waste my time then? I live and die by the card. If you're not here to play, leave. Sounds interesting. Won't you tell us more? We may surprise you. You expect me to teach a newbie the ropes? Well, sure, it's been a slow day. The first thing you'll need is a proper deck of cards. We aren't going to have to buy some, are we? Decks are built from enemy spy data. You should hold a few right now, even.
Oh yes, I do love spying.
You'll need at least 1 boss card, 2 mini-boss cards, and 1 enemy card. Come talk to me when you're ready. I long for battle. So the reason why I've been spying every enemy in the game is specifically for this. Yes, these will do, although I can't speak of their quality. You'll battle us then? Already? Thought you'd appreciate the basics. Please teach us. I already know how this works, but I'm gonna just go through because the game explains it a lot better. Listen closely, rookie. Listen up. Here's the rules for Spycards. You play using a deck containing 15 cards. These cards come in 4 types: Attacker, Effect, Mini-Boss, and Boss. Attacker cards are quite basic. They add an amount to your attack counter and are pretty cheap to play. Effect cards can have many different effects. Here's a few keywords you can find in your cards. Num. One of your opponent's attacker cards is nummed. If X. If played alongside X card, gain an effect. If attack X, gain an effect. If your total attack reaches X, Unity. Gains attack for every member of its tribe, like a swarm of midges. You can check many more effects in your Discoveries menu. You can include as many repeated copies of your attacker and effect cards in your deck as you want. Now for mini-boss cards. They work like effect cards, but you can only have 2 copies in your deck, and no duplicates. Boss cards also work like effect cards. Each deck can only include 1 boss card. Each card has a TP cost required to play it. If you get a set amount of TP each turn. At the end of each turn, your TP is restored, so go wild with your plays. To summarise, your deck must contain 15 cards, 1 boss, 2 unique mini-bosses, and 12 attacker or effect cards which may be duplicates. Now, try building your deck. Okay, so there's many different decks in which you can build here, but there is one deck that I like to run, because whenever I've tried doing it, I have the most success with it. So the deck that I go for is the Venus deck. It is a stall deck. It takes a while because you have to get a little bit lucky, but it gives a very high chance of winning. For this deck, you want to pick Venus's Guardian. You'd think you'd want to pick Acolyte Araya. Here's the problem. She has a coin flip, and it quite often fails. And because she only does 1 damage, quite often this causes a problem. So you're going to want to not pick Acolyte Araya, as crazy as this sounds. What you want instead is go all the way down to Monsieur Scarlet, and you want Riz. The reason being, both of these cards work very well for this strategy, and Riz especially is one of the best cards in this mini-boss deck. He's fairly cheap to run, and he does quite a lot of attack. Next up, you need to pick your battle cards. So, you want 5 Venus Buds for this deck. Actually, no, you want 6. And you think, well, that's helpful, but Venus Bud doesn't do any damage. It does 1 lifesteal if you do the most damage, but you need it to work with other cards. So the other cards in which you want to use are other cards that work together, being Leafbug Ninjas, Leafbug Archers. Actually, I picked 1 too many Venus Buds. I only want 5. But I like using Leafbug Archers as well, or Leafbug Ninjas. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1 Clubber. And this is what I like to have. Would you like to save this deck for future sessions? Yes. And you'll have somewhat success with this deck. The main issue with this deck is it's a very slow starter. It quite often has a difficult time at the beginning, but once you understand how it works very well. During a match, your cards will be shown on the left side. Your opponents will be shown on the right side. Mine are turned back, of course, but you can tell their type through their back. I'm holding a mini-boss and 2 attacker or effect cards. Attacker and effect cards share the same back. Leaves you wondering, right? Use as many cards as your TP allows you to, and try to win the round. Whoever gets the highest attack wins the round, inflicting damage to the loser's HP. This is a bit obvious, but reduce your opponent's HP to 0 and you'll win the match. What a mouthful. Let's start our duel. I'll be holding back during this practice match, okay? Pick your cards and give it your all. So, you'll notice that he has a mini-boss card, but we've got a free attack, and Scarlet does pretty high damage compared to the other mini-bosses. But unfortunately, I can't cast it. So I'm going to have to go with the Leaf Bud Archer, because it's the only thing I can really do. And unfortunately, it doesn't work, but that's okay. We have 5 HP, and this deck requires a lot of... how do I put it lightly? A lot of patience. By the way, all cards used in a turn are shuffled back into your deck. Maybe you'll see them again. That should cover everything. Let's continue. Right, they've got their boss cards. The odds are that I'm not winning this, and I'm going to save Scarlet, so we'll use the Leaf Bug Ninja. Yeah, I sadly was not winning that, because we would have tied if I used Scarlet. Okay, right now I have my Venus Guardian, so that's pretty good news for me, but I want to save that to begin with. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to use the regular Leaf Bug. And unfortunately I didn't win again, but it's okay. Right. For this turn, I'm going to use my Venus Guardian, and I'm going to use a Venus Bud, because this way I will steal some life, and I should win this round. So there we go, I'm back up to 3 health. So this one, if I've got 3 Leaf Bugs, it basically numbs my opponent's deck. But I can put these 2 together and I should have a lot of unity. So we tied this round, but that's okay. And Venus is back, which is pretty good news for me, actually. And they've only got NAF cards, so... Again, I'm just going to do this, and I should win. And there we go. You can see how the tide is starting to shift in my favour. Because this deck, you want to stall as long as you can. Right, I'm going to put these 2 together, and I'm also going to use a Venus Bud. Wasn't quite able to win. That's quite unlucky on my part, but I didn't pay attention to his cards. Okay, he's got NAF cards. I need to do this. So we'll do that, and I should, in theory, win. Yeah, cool, I got this. That was lucky, though, because if I lost the coin flip... Ooh. Okay, let's have a look. I'm just going to use all of these. Right, he's at 1 HP, so I basically just need to... Okay, yeah, I can just use all 3 of these. I've got this in the bag. That do so much damage. There we go. So that's why I like this deck. It starts off really slow, but patience pays off. It's up to you what kind of strategies you come up with. I'm not going to show how every single deck works, because, truth to be told, I don't know how every deck works off the top of my head. And quite often I end up losing when I try new decks out. But this is the one that I've had the most success with. Well done. Seems you are ready for the real thing. Keep in mind he was holding back as well. If you're ready for the real thing, let's get it started. But that's what I wanted to show, and the last thing is Spycards are now in our discovery. Select 1 boss, 2 mini-bosses, and up to 12 minions, then you can fight. A card game utilising the spy data many explorers have gathered. It's become very popular recently. Many towns hired a card master, an expert at deck building and strategy. Special effects, we know how this works. Yeah, we know how this works, I'm not going to reread it. However, that is going to be it for this episode, because I am long over my 20 minutes. In fact, I'm at 40 minutes, but I do have to cut out quite a bit. So see you guys in the next episode, and thank you all so much for watching. Next time, we'll be doing a bit more of Spycards. So see you guys then.